Hey everybody, this is G-Daka here, bringing you a sneak peek of a game from Firebase Industries called Arcadecraft. This game is actually still in its alpha, so I'm privileged to be able to give you this look into it. It's an arcade simulator, so you're running an 80s arcade. However, unlike a lot of other simulators, it's a lot more fast-paced, and I'm going to show you that right now. Get a new game on the go here. You start off in 1980, so different games come out as you go. I'm just going to skip through her intro here. You can give the arcade whatever name you want. So let's go with A Arcade. Now, inside, actually, you can play this game with a controller or you can play it with a keyboard. The controls are fairly simple. Again, it seems to be more revolving around fast-paced gameplay than actually around having a really complicated interface or anything like that, which I think suits this type of game a lot better as well. I'm sort of rushing through this little intro bit here because you can't give actions when the game is paused as far as I know. I could just be a giant noob, but because of that, it's good to rush a couple machines out really fast, and then I'll give you an explanation of what it is I'm doing. The facing's important. You want to put them against walls or like beside machines. These two are from the same company, so they seem to get a small benefit from being near each other. So stuff like that is good to pay attention to as well. And when similar games or similar types of games like racing games and stuff start to come out, you want to bear that in mind too. Once a hotspot comes up, I'll mention that too. Anyway, you put the arcades out and kids will play them. You can then monitor the machine to see how successful it's doing. Or you can adjust things like the difficulty or the cost of the machine. But as you see, that's not always going to have a positive impact on how much people like it. So it's something to bear in mind. They're just telling me that I can edit the details. However, this is because the machines are fresh. Something I found too is that once they get a little more popular, you can suddenly increase the difficulty, put it back down. I found I'm not completely clear what makes a machine, like what exactly you should set it at when it's new. It seems to vary drastically. But once a machine sort of established itself, I find you will alternate between easy or medium and hard difficulty to get the best money out of it. And I'll explain that when it comes up. Okay, so on the top of the screen, we'll see those 4.5 stars I have there. That's the popularity of my arcade. Does it pause while I'm reading this message? That would be, seems like it does. Not. Okay. That's important because if that drops down, less kids will come, your machines will start making less money. Oh, see, that's what she was saying. There was a hotspot there, but it was in this beam of sunlight, and I missed it. Hotspots, you can put a machine there, and it'll suddenly become more popular. The thing to bear in mind, though, is that sometimes, like that one, it was in the middle of the floor, so I'd want to put another machine behind it so that they wouldn't just be standing free, and that would make them both do a little bit better as far as I can tell. See, as time goes on, even if kids like it, see, there we go. Those red letters, that's them saying it's too difficult. Whenever that happens, it's good to turn it back to medium. But if I wait a sec, I'll be able to turn it back up too hard again to make sure that not too many kids beat it, because it seems like once a lot of kids beat it, their popularity goes down. So anyways, you get money, it'll pop up showing you the money your machines have made, and then anytime you can cash out a machine, doing so stops its income of money until you're done cashing it out. So it's something to bear in mind. So it's usually good to let them build up a little bit before you cash it out. But 300 is a pretty good amount. This is the 80s. So that was the first month. Every month, new machines and stuff will come out, and you'll get your report. I'm still not really sure what a good report for early in the game is, so I'm going to pretend that's what it looks like. And I'm going to take a look to see if there's any new machines. And yep, new machines. So we got another machine from that company. It looks like a Space Invaders. Oh no, this is the new one. Why not? We'll get this game, throw it in over here. Now what I'm going to want to stop doing, actually, so what we're going to do then is put this game in the hotspot. And then put this game with it. Now I'll have to watch it, because when the hotspot ends, I'm going to want to put it in a better spot again, but that'll be there for a little while. So I'm going to put these back up to high for a sec, until kids get frustrated with it. And then check how this one in the hotspot's doing. Well, yeah, it went up a lot when I put it to high. This machine's new, so it's not doing so well. So I'm just going to leave it alone for a bit, and hopefully it'll sort itself out. Oh, my overall popularity's gone down a lot. That's something to note as well. I'm going to have to try and do something about that in 1 second here. Cash out these machines. Okay, so what you can do then is start to customize your arcade. Things like this will make it look a lot more fresh, appeal to the kids again, and get more kids in there. I'm going to put a big gorilla graphic on the wall. And boom, see my popularity went up a bit. In fact, I'm going to take it a step farther, and I'm going to do the walls to match it. I don't have enough money for the walls. Good game. I'll do the pillars to match it. And hopefully this increase in popularity will cause the games to keep generating a little more revenue. Oh, that's not good. When the machine's box is full, it can't make any more money. So, I mean, you can wait for them to be full anyway, before you empty them. How I was saying you want to wait till they're high, but that odds are that's going to increase the downtime on the machine. So it's better to catch it a little before the end if you can. Good, this machine's picking up. My overall popularity is slipping, though. Something else you'll see in the top right corner below my money is my expenses. At the end of every month, those will be deducted, so it's giving you a heads up you can't have less than that. As far as I know, that is game over. So, I mean, at a glance, I watched Dan playing it for a little bit before I played it myself. It seems like it's not that occupying, but again, to maximize it, you have to be moving around a lot. As you see, there's a good chance I'm not going to make it too far into year 2 on this run. You never know. It's very early. It's really hard to say. Crazy things can happen. But you need to be on top of things at all times. And when you're spending time looking at a machine, you're missing the input that the kids are giving you. Stuff like that's important. Which is also why I like to try and have my machines all close together. But it's better to use the hotspots when they're there. I'm sure as time goes on, this game's still in alpha, so I'm sure actual strategies will begin to develop. I'm just showing you what I've learned in my little bit of time playing with it. Oh, speaking of the hotspot, it is gone. Boom. So I'm still keeping them together with their brands, because I think that's helping a little bit. See, when I put it up to high, it seems like the money does spike for a while there. But as soon as the kids start getting pissed off, you gotta remember to drop it back down. What's that? Ah, angry player. Yeah, pick them out, kick them out. Otherwise, they'll smash the machine until they break it. And in some bad cases, they'll start going machine to machine, breaking things. They're little bastards. Little fuckers. So you want to kick them out as soon as possible whenever that happens. Ooh, my popularity's dipping again. So I will run like the wind. These kids are not liking the hard games for long periods of time. But again, it does spike when you turn it to hard in a lot of cases. So you kind of want to juggle that to maximize things. I could get this, or what I could do as well that I haven't done yet is I could get a jukebox or a pop machine. I haven't had good luck with the pop machine myself, so not gonna, or the jukebox, but what's cool about the jukebox is I'm not gonna do it now because I don't want to get this video taken down for copyright infringement, but you can put your own music in it, so it'll just play out of your playlist that you set up, which is really cool. But I'm just gonna go ahead and buy another arcade. Ooh, and come dangerous low money. New company, so I don't need to put it with the other ones, I'll just throw it there. I'm not sure if that was her giving me a tip that that's a bad spot, or... Does seem to be. Okay. Yeah. Try not to move machines around too much. That's not the ideal thing to do. Okay, and I won't fail at the end of the month. It's important to always stay above that line, because you can sometimes make a lot of money really quickly. Now, as time goes on, too, the summer will hit and kids will be out of school, and so their popularity will just automatically spike again, which is good. Oh. Now, see? I knew that was a good spot. I know what I'm talking about. Pac-Man Pac-Man machine on the go. And it's kind of funny, they all have joke names in the arcade, like it's Phantom, because it's ghosts. Ooh. Now, you can increase the cost on games, but I personally find that most of the actual arcades are not going to do good above $0.25. Once you start getting into, like, the sit-in racing games and stuff like that, those you could definitely get away with charging more for. But, you know, just be realistic. If you were a kid in an arcade, would you really want to play it if it was, like, 50 cents for just an arcade? I've seen them. I remember them as a kid. And some of those would piss me off, and I wouldn't want to play it. Because, I mean, like any arcade, you're going to die a few times. So, I don't know. Think like a kid. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I find low is just not usually good, but I could be missing something as well. Ooh. Just like that, my mind's coming back in. Not sure what's happening here. I'm not sure what's happening here. Doesn't appear to be repaired. Oh, it's full. I'm just dumb. Wow, thanks everybody. You watched that. That's what I get for making a video in the morning. Money symbol means done. Machines can break down too. You can have a power outage and you have to pick up and drop all your machines quickly. Sure, it'll happen soon now that I've mentioned it. And machines can break down and you have to repair them. And there's various costs for that as they can break in different ways. These kids interested in these games. Winning, he says. This is the 80s. I'm going to move this one because there was another game from the same producer. Now, I'm not sure if they can be... Yep, they can be played. Kids will squeeze in the corner. Okay, wasn't sure. Other Space Invaders Z game. I will. Where's the first Space Invaders Z game? Oh shit. Fuck you, bad kid. Ah! Trying to keep my bonuses up here. Ugh, except now I don't have good sight because of the pillar, but luckily, if I can remember my hotkeys, I can rotate my camera like an idiot. See, I think this would be easier on the controller, which I have not configured yet. Oh, speaking of a broken machine. Oh, no, not broken, just full again. No, this view, while slightly inconvenient, gets the job done. Alright, so I got my little game corner here. Seems to be working alright. And soon school will be out. Oh, so that golden glorious symbol means these machines have paid themselves off, which means that now they are 100% profit. Unfortunately, they're also a bit older, so they're going to start to make less money soon anyway, but this helps balance things out. There we go. I'm not sure how long I should run this video, though. I did want to showcase a little more of what goes on. Oh, I hear a hotspot opening up. You have a limited time to get them onto the hotspot too, which is part of why I had to rush there. Pause this for 1 second here. Sorry for that, everybody. Take a little look-see. We've got a little bit more time here. Good. I think I'll have a chance to showcase the summer and see if I can survive it. This wall is doing great. That's good. And that one's doing great, thanks to that point. You can sell machines too, but a lot of the time, especially with paid-off machines, making some money is better than none, unless you start needing like space for more. But it will come up, especially if, like, say, the home version of a game comes out, then you're definitely going to want to sell a machine. Okay, I'm going to get my popularity up before it drops so much further and my profits start to drop. So I think it's time to customize the floors. Bank. We be making bank in the 80s. Now, if he was a really smart, creepy 80s arcade owner, he'd be selling blow out the back, but I guess I don't know he isn't. Look at him. Look at him. Anyway. That's profiling, man. So the new machines... I don't have faith in your strange games, Wave Company. Well, with summer just around the corner, may as well hype up the look one more time, just for that big surge of attention. Get the walls done up too. Just because at the end of the month it's going to be summer, so that extra little bit of attention before then would be good. Gotta get that money up. Oh, something foolish I have just done, though. In the summer, sometimes you will get offered Japanese games. Ooh, this happens too. Video game player pros come and want to set the best top score on your machines. The only problem is the machine's not making money during this period of time, but after they're done, the machine will be really popular and there'll be a surge. You can usually get away with charging more and stuff like that. I guess live with that. Does love his Pac-Man. This star point ended. Ooh, danger zone. There we go, though. Summertime has begun. So it's time for all the kids to come in some dark, shady, smoky room and play video games all day. Sounds about right. That's right, I can't loot this one. Yes, pay yourself off. And remain indentured in my service. I mean, wait, what? It's a machine. That won't be like a moral issue until at least like 5-10 years from now. Okay, so what I'm doing there is kind of dangerous habit where you start hovering over them and looting them as soon as possible, because again, it does prevent the kids from playing it when you're looting it. And in that span of time is money they could be making, popularity they could be gaining, or is potentially losing. This guy's been sitting in my arcade for literally days, doing nothing else, going on about the highest, and it's the 80s. Why am I even asking questions? I know better. I guess there were new machines this month. I should look at that. I'm getting to the point where I'd rather hang off for the Japanese machines. Getting a nice foreign machine section would be good. Oh, no, you don't, you little bastard. Get the hell out and you don't come back, you little piece of shit. I'll call your father! Anyway, I think I'm going to call it here because I don't want to give away everything. I do want to, I want to leave some encouragement for you guys to try this game as soon as possible. It's been greenlit on Steam, and you can also get it on their website. I recommend you look into this as soon as possible because it's a lot of fun. Again, I'm not probably doing as good as I look like I am. I'm not sure. But either way, this game's a lot of addictive, super fun. Before you know it, you'll be playing it for hours and hours, and as soon as you fail, you just want to start again to do a little better than your last run. But yeah, I highly encourage you guys to try it as soon as you get the chance to. It's a great game from Firebase Industries, and you should all give it a shot because it's a lot of fun. And this is G Daka. Have a good day.